Esper coming in with the, what is that, Charmander hype? Welcome, chat. Should be some high-powered action here. 4-0. Pimp, Chimpin, Capper boys versus the 3-1 Trash Canots. And anyone who has any familiarity with Rocket League or IGL knows that these records can flip in a moment's notice. Week 5 we have this week and next week, and it is playoff time as Snack Diesel heads. This is trouble for blue. James backflips it away. I'm not sure what the third shooter was for Trash, but they could have started game number 1 with the lead. 50 there. Buddy Man Dude and James, both the two captains, getting caught up in the midfield. Snack Diesel tries to double, misses his angle to the side. Need the third shooter again. It's Buddy Man Dude just to back a little too deep. What up, General? Did you catch the invitational team? Snack Diesel up and over one. James staring down the play, and he's gonna take easy possession for a second, but he's robbed immediately. Too late. They gotta stop winning so fast. Well, if you just show up when the game starts, you know, you'll get 3 games at least. Line all over. Demo.
It's the worst part of the game.
A high miss. Buddy Man Dude sends it over in a save by Techno. And that will sneak in. Boostless Joe living up to his name.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo a Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
Boostless Joe showing us that he could get busy no matter what's in the tank. on the back wall. There's Joe coming off that handiwork for goal 1. Here's Fast Strike. First time calling his name. This might be trouble again. Techno from front post. Clear, and what is going on?
Brutality.
In the field, a handful of demos in a matter of moments. A back pass gets dunked. James to tie it up. James! James saw the back pass, and I'm not crazy about back passes. There's a time and a place for them, and it's definitely not a go-to. And right there you see James able to read the back pass and just jump into the dunk. Fast Strike up over the sidewall. James to the corner. Here's Boostless Joe. Techno goes flying. Boostless for him. He's at 0. Sends a shot, a save.
Outstanding.
By James. It's not all the time. The captain also doubles as the leading player, but he has been good on offense and defense. And here comes Techno. Makes Snack Diesel pop. Beats one, and Buddy Man Dude gets back a little too late. And the Capper boys started game 1 down on the scoreboard, but now find themselves with a lead. Crossing into the field. Joe sends it out. Now up the field. James misses. He goes flying. Buddy Man Dude sends it back to the midfield. Snack Diesel there to try to make the most of it. Pops up. Backboard. Could be shot here. It's going to be a high bouncer that Buddy is able to handle. Crossing in the field. Over to the backboard. Need a shooter. Need a rebound. Boostless Joe and Buddy Man Dude go flying. Can't get to it. Techno turns around. Outlet pass to Snack. Trash cannot. Trying desperately to tie it back up. They need a goal to do it. Might be here. And Boostless Joe is turned around. I'm not sure if he was going on a demo or he got tied up with the defender, but he was not in a spot to shoot that pass. And the Capper boys trying to assert themselves, but they're going to have to settle with the 2-1 win here.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
As Techno is our MVP, 316 and a goal with 1 save. So it's Techno and James that saw their presence felt early, with Fast Strike boasting an assist. So a huge team effort here for the undefeated Capper boys. What up, Sleeper? Crowd starting to filter in now for this matchup. It does determine, or it will rather, a lot seeding for this Division 15 in Tier 3 on the East IGL. Techno, the pass, Fast Strike! Patience pays off Techno beats 2 defenders.
Can I get a, oh yeah?
And Fast Strike right where he needs to be. That is exactly what you want. Plays like that can be very momentous, very contagious. You can make a center like that and one of your teammates knocks it in. You're going to want to do it more and more. Snag Diesel with the double off the wall. From sideline to back wall.
Ooh, he's trying.
Floats over, and that's how we get the tie, 1-1. Not quite down to the 4-minute mark here. What a play. On the kickoff, Boostless Joe chasing it down. He's going to get beat here. James flings it to the orange side of the field. He might get it, and Snag Diesel says no. Snag Diesel probably still working off of that. Off of the hype of that double tap he had. And now Buddy Mandude is going to show us what he can do. Starts us off. Fast Strike thought it was going to be a shot there, but Buddy Mandude collects it and air rolls his way to the blue net, and a quick flip. 2 unanswered goals for Trash Knots. Fast Strike pops it up. Sends it to the corner. Looks to double. Misses. This might be ties. And Boostless Joe with a big boom the other way. James with a save. Here's Buddy. He gets robbed. Fast Strike sends it down off the sideline. Joe sending it. Wants it all. He'll have to double. Goes up. He has shooters. I hear them behind him. It was Buddy. And that there has been a few opportunities missed from Trash. Where they just, you have 2 shooters that just get a little over eager outside the opposing net. They slow down just a little, stay patient. They might come away with a little something. As they're here trying to boast a 1-goal lead. Snag Diesel won a little more on that one. He gets robbed. Both defenders. This might be trouble. Tie and score. Buddy Mandude says no. Quick thinking here. Joe going for the pop. Flicks it over James. To the backboard. Goes to finish. Shooter. Buddy. A little high. James out on defense. Fast Strike recognizes the danger his captain was in. Gets the set. No shooter. Techno on the left side of the field, but a little too far back. As James gets to the other side. Here's Fast Strike. They get tied up on the sideline. Orange doesn't mind this at all. They are up by 1. They know that some smart touches and smart play will get them out of here with a win. Up the field to the corner. Snag Diesel can finish. Great pass. No shooter, and it's going the other way. Buddy Boostless says he is in the midfield. Needs to do exactly what he did. I thought it was Buddy. It's Boostless Joe. He might not even collect pads or boost. He might just drive around without boost. How did Wet do tonight? It was a 3-0 sweep, Mr. Woda. Very decisive for them. They're having some fun out there. Trash Knots up by 2, and Esper Trash fan. They're far too good. RLCS win. Well, Brody, this is kind of just like a side project team for them. Brody has his own team that he has for qualifiers. I told him to start telling us when he has his games so we can check him out and support him. But we'll see. Infield pass, floating over, gets the backboard read
Off the post!
but still 2-goal advantage for Trash Cannats. Hold on, that's not what they want. And Snack Diesel sends it away.
Brutality.
Wet always shows up wet. So 4-1. This one was close at first, but got a little out of hand. 18 seconds. Pimp chimpin. Most likely won't be able to make a comeback here, especially with this kickoff. Snack Diesel sends it, buddy, on the back wall, fighting, and it's down to the turf. And for those of you that thought the undefeated would just walk in, walk over Trash Cannats, had another thing coming with the series is tied 1-1. As Snack Diesel is our MVP, 398, 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 save for him. Just filling the stat line any way that he can, but it was that highlight score that really started them off. And those are just those kind of plays that rally your team and your teammates, get them believing in you, get them believing in themselves and wanting to do and perform better. Great tone setter. Zero, zero. Boostless Joe. Boost, no boost, 100 for him. Gets the touch and places it where they need it. Trash Cannot starting fast once more. And this is something that I always wonder when I see an undefeated team is, are they used to this adversity? Obviously they haven't dropped a series so far, but have they dropped multiple games? Have they been to a 5-game series? Have they played a full one? Because this looks like a playoff caliber matchup right now, especially with the way things are shaking out. And then hold on, trouble. Back to Buddy Mandude is a little deep. But ball remains on blue side of the field. Techno, not the strongest touch from him. As James sends it across the field to the corner, trying to sweep the goal line. Back to him. Save!
Outstanding.
And the rebound, Techno. A lot to digest here. James with the touch, the save. And Pimp chimpin, just letting me know that even if they haven't seen adversity up to this point, that they're more than happy to adapt to it. No one's laying down. And a random sub. Thank you very much, Woda.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
You hate to see it, the backflip. Buddy Mandu just floats it over. Can't. Oh, he does get another touch. Nice shot indeed. And a backflip from the goalie, and that's how the Trash Cannats will regain the lead. Boostless Joe is such a stud. Such a stud.
Imagine how many women just start blowing up his DMs.
It might be a little early in the series, but we might have to start getting the MVP chance for Boostless Joe. I have liked what I've seen from him. Not to take away anything from Snack and Buddy, but Boostless Joe just seems to be on one tonight. First time casting both teams, so not terribly familiar with what they usually bring. But it does look like both teams are up to the task, whatever may be in front of them. James does it alone.
That was legitness.
Under 3 minutes. And we have a 1 goal difference here. Let's see how Trash Canuts. Let's see how they navigate it. This is a critical game 3 as we have the series tied. James trying to get to it, beats 2 defenders. Fast strike is there. They need a shooter. Techno and the save. Who other than Joe? He might finish in transition. And Techno goes up the field. Boostless Joe, redirection from the sideline and goes a little wide. Good attempt there from Boostless Joe. Defender goes up and over. It's fast strike. Can't get it up the field. Trash Canuts trying to suffocate him on the blue side of the field, and Techno will sneak one in himself.
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
You hear it talked about more often than not, but that is scoring in transition. Trash Canuts were all over the Capper Boys, but as soon as the Capper Boys got a clear flip the field, they were able to turn it into a goal, and we are now tied. Touch here, Snack. It's gonna take possession. Buddy Man, dude, out at the midfield. That almost cost him. Capper Boys are striking now. And Boostless Joe gets up maybe a little over eager. It looks like that one was headed in a favorable direction for them. And it's no one's ball. Fast strike collects it in midfield, has it lane, tries to win the foot race, but Snack Diesel beats him there. James trying to line it up. We may get overtime here. This series has had everything else, so why not? Up the wall, out of the corner. Snack wanted to dunk down, but Techno sends it out back to the corner with authority. Tied up, still in that blue corner, and here's fast strike. Trash Canuts have to be careful here. Another close call. Trash desperately trying to avoid overtime. It's down to the turf.
Fight!
So we do get OT. Next goal wins it. It seems like Trash may walk away with it, but they're on defense as we speak, and Boostless Joe gets up to make the play. Might be shootable again, Buddy. Sends it out from the goal line, tries to musty himself into an outlet. And Techno on the breakaway. And Buddy reads the situation perfectly. Here comes James. Up and over. Save on the other end. It's Fast Strike. Out in the field. Does he want pass? Does he want shot? Carries it over. Almost. Almost an own goal off the crossbar. 3-3. James and the save. Shot from James. Saved by Snack Diesel. Trash Canucks on defense. And James heard the crowd getting hyped. Gets it. Beats 2 defenders. All 3 if you want to count the third man. But Pimp, Chimp, and Capper boys. Sleeper. Sleeper has the emote to go with. I just noticed that. So he's gonna keep with the Capper boy hype, and James is our captain and game 3 MVP. 2 goals, 2 assists, and 1 save, and James rocking the free player title. And that is why game 3 was so pivotal, so critical. The winner of that game gets put into match point, and now it's blue. It's blue team. It's the Capper boys that have a fantastic opportunity here. If they win this one, it is over. We're going to shut it down for tonight. Give Capper boys their 5th straight win of the season, and wish them well next week. Crossing into the field, Demo.
What you doing, Tanner?
Fast Strike takes a bump, 0 boost. James buzzing around the ball, trying to line it up. Snack Diesel doesn't let him. At least we have a car change here from Buddy Man Dude. He's with the Batmobile now. Fast Strike drops it to the turf. Huge dunk for him. Opportunity. No one wants it, and Snack sends it away, but Trash Canucks are not out of the woods yet. Buddy Man Dude runs into Techno on the sideline. Capper boys trying to recover here. Out in the field is Boostus Joe. Cuts it off. We know Joe, he can get hot in a hurry. Has a great on the field presence. You want him on your team, and here he is, boostless. We have seen him make a few critical plays with no boost.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
As this game 4 seems to be a little more physical than what we've seen in the prior 3 games.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
As Techno now starts throwing his shoulder around. Snack Diesel, what a play! Off the 50, Snack is just hanging out on the other side.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And Buddy will just secure it on the goal line. We won't talk about goal stills. We'll talk about scoring and not scoring. And here it is, Trash Canucks looking to force a game 5 here. So far, so good for them with a 1-0 lead. And Boostless Joe with possession, with space, Snack, and the save.
Outstanding.
Fast Strike getting back to it. Up the field, rolling along. Joe backflips it away from himself, loses possession. James past the second defender. It's Snack Diesel on the back end. And Buddy pops up. Can he stick with it? Techno, he forces him up. They get the fake, but Techno still lands on the ball. Into the field. Techno going for it all. Looks a little wide from where I'm sitting. And Snack Diesel agrees. That might be another goal for them, and that one is a little wide. Under 2 minutes now. 1 goal difference with the Trash Cannot advantage. Snack Diesel, I thought he was thinking infield pass, but he wanted the solo, and that ends with Capper Boys getting another possession. James with a dribble. He had a goal-scoring flick earlier in this series. Joe to himself, double demo.
Oh.
And this looks like trouble for Trash. James goes flying. Fast strike. It's crunch time here. Under a minute to go. Capper Boys down by 1. Fenders are flying.
Why would you kill him like that?
Joe sends it away. Wide to the corner. James with 100 boost. Snack gets turned around. James with space. 2 defenders and can't get it through. As Fast Strike turns, loses the 50. Back in. Good positioning for both teams. Let's see who gets the last laugh. A hard angle waterfall, and Snack Diesel takes it out from his back wall. And I can't believe it! I can't believe it!
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
All game long, Trash Cannot held them off. They held them up, and literally at the last second,
Fight!
how do you recover? Trash Cannot, they have no choice. They gotta play, and that's something you can either love and hate about Rocket League. If you get forced into overtime, you don't have any timeouts, any way to slow things down and talk strats. You just go, there's a 3-second count, and you're back into the action as Snack Diesel cuts off a shot.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
Techno goes flying, and here comes James, the captain. He gets smacked.
You're not that guy, pal.
And things have settled down a little bit, but I always feel for teams that get thrusted into those overtime situations at a moment's notice. Techno across midfield. Here's Snack. Snack has been waiting for his opportunity. He's patient here. Can't get to it. 2 whiff. And no one is back for that. It looks a little wide.
Off the post.
2 misses. Smoke clouded our vision there. Buddy Man Dude goes for the redirection. And again, let's see if James can capitalize. Snack with the save. And Trash Cannot, they're trying to score. They're trying to force the issue. They're trying to be aggressive, but they keep allowing these plays that allow the Capper Boys to get behind them. Out into the field. Boostless Joe has been rather quiet here in game 4. And a save by James. 100 boost for him. He's on the side wall and sends it out into the field. I'm not sure if he was thinking shot. Snack Diesel does not allow the waterfall. James is beat Fast Strike by himself and does well as Buddy Man Dude floats a half shot on. James to the back wall and another demo.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
There it is again, the double commit, and they leave their net open. It hasn't cost them this game. Loser here. If it's Trash Canuts, they are done with this series. And they will drop to 3-2. This looks good. James is there. Snack Diesel goes. Boostless Joe goes. No GGs from them. And you have to appreciate that they are playing from the heart. So close. And you have to imagine their disappointment, but 3-1 series split for Pimp, Chip, and Cappin' boys. And let's go to the post-game interview. We'll be talking to James about the win. James,
what's up?
Hey man, appreciate you taking the interview. I was reading the in-game chat. They left before the stats dropped.
Dude, I love stats, so I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get them.
Oh, I thought you were thinking for reporting.
Well, yeah, that too. I just like keep my own spreadsheet though.
Really? Or do you have I think IGL has I don't know, like a paid membership where you have you have that?
I used to, but then I canceled it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I just like the spreadsheet myself too.
Wow. Oh, so you just take them every game then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love the stats. Actually, I guess I still have my membership, but no, I would get knee deep in those. I would get like our win percentage just based when I was captain. I would get our win percentage based off of which combination we had, like which starting three, and I would really break it down. But
oh yeah.
But I'd be too lazy for a spreadsheet though. So you're a better man than me. Nice little battle here. You guys, I don't want to.
Those guys were so good.
Yeah, I don't want to call it a freak play. At the end to force overtime because you guys were you took advantage of a lot of things. But what were the comms like when you guys forced over OT with 1 second to go?
I mean, we were just so hyped that we got that pass break. We honestly thought we were gonna lose because we looked at the time. We got literally a last second shot. Right.
Yeah. So you guys probably weren't even looking at the clock like I was. I saw the ball get away, get behind. They kept doing that though. They kept leaving the middle open and leaving no one back. And
they really did, especially right before overtime, which confused me a little bit because they didn't really do that as much before.
Right, they didn't do it before, and I think it's a testament to just really just the mental game. Teams you have to stay tough throughout. They had you in a perfect spot to force a game 5, but we saw how that ended. So what else did you see from them?
I mean, first couple games we were kind of concerned, or at least I was, because I felt like we were giving them a lot of space, and like usually we're a lot more pressure focused. Like some of our past games, we haven't had many casts this season, but we keep them really pressed on their half of the field, and that's like our main goal, so they can't get any shots themselves. Like we don't even care about our shooting percentage that much, as long as we're getting shots, because eventually one of them's gonna fall in. Right.
Yeah, that's you just kind of lean on them until they fall. First time casting you guys, obviously. How have the other 4 games been? Have they been quite as close, or was this the first like you said, was this the first time you were concerned mid-series this season?
So this was probably the closest overall match, even though like it's a 3-1 win in our favor. It felt more like a 3-2 win in that sense, because these guys were just so good and brought us to overtime twice.
Right.
The other matches, we lost one because sometimes we get a little too cocky and then let off the gas a little bit.
Right.
We did that one time earlier this season. Then we have a sweep, one was unfortunately a forfeit, but we're undefeated so far, so I'm liking what we're doing.
Well, definitely. Yeah, you can't hate it, especially, like you're saying, you have some good wins, some sweeps, some forfeits, so you stay undefeated, but you're never too sure about yourself until you kind of get challenges like these. And you guys, we mentioned the mental game. You guys stuck with it. You guys stayed tough and ended up winning out, especially when you were down. That game 4 is, we could talk about it for a while, but that game 4 was huge for you guys. It was 1-0 the entire time. You never let up, obviously to the last second. Go ahead.
Really, when we got that last second goal, it kind of gave us like, we're still confident in our abilities, but like it gave us that extra confidence boost that we need in overtime. I know our rotations were quite a bit better. Our comms got a bit better.
Yeah.
Overall, just a little bit more improved.
That's just that hype stuff. That's what momentum is. People can't really put their finger on it in sports and esports, but it's really just feeling good, playing confidently. And once you force it, once you force that overtime and really just kind of just shock them, just stun the other team, it's a complete momentum flip. If you watch the VOD back, you'll hear me talking about it. It's one of those things individual to Rocket League is like when you go into overtime, there's no timeout. The only reset we get is that 3-second countdown, and then we're right back, to the pitch. And it's for better or worse. I think that was to your guys' advantage, and they had no time to mourn their previous lead, and they were just thrown right back into it.
It's a really fun series. So I was I don't remember exactly which match it was. I want to say game 3 when we were down 1-4 at one point, but I ended up making that comeback. That really had us hyped in the series. Yeah. That's how we knew they're actually a good team, because we haven't had that many times this season. Yeah,
a lot of big moments for you guys. Really just testing your mettle. When I see undefeated teams make it to the playoffs, I always wonder, have they been tested in 6 games? Because you don't play everyone in your division. It doesn't shake out that way.
People are better than they seem too.
Definitely. So I
like
see
even
those
lower seeds.
Right. So I see those teams that make it to playoffs, but I think at this point you guys can really count yourselves as battle tested and really just ready to beat anyone on any given day.
We're fairly confident we'll get pretty far in the playoffs. We want to win it, but you never know. There's some good teams in this division.
There's good teams, man. I've seen a lot of upsets since I've been casting for IGL. So I just tell everyone just to play their best, don't look past anyone, and show up, be consistent.
That's been our mentality. Even teams that are like, I don't know, let's say 1-3.
You can't.
Time to look at the record. I tell them, my team, don't look at the record, just face them as a team that's on our rank, because they're on our rank for a reason.
Definitely. Good captain, good man. So last thing I got for you before we get out of here, we got the game ball. Who we giving the game ball to? MVP of the series.
I want to give it to Fast Strike 113.
Okay.
He was kind of our rock.
He had some, I like that pick. I didn't call his name too much, but every time I did, he was making a save, making a much needed touch.
It's funny though, because if you look at the stats, like points wise, he never has I mean, he occasionally does have top points, but everything he does is just fills the gaps between me and Techno, and it's just the gel we need to our team.
Yeah, every championship, maybe not every championship team I've seen, but most championship teams that I've casted always have a player like that. What did you say, the glue? The third man, the facilitator. They always have that person, and he seems like he's playing that role very good in this series.
Oh yeah, it's a great person to have on our team.
Yeah. So, and anything else from you before we go? Any shout outs? We had Sleeper here the whole time getting the hype
going. I was going to say shout out Sleeper 56. I thought about subbing him in at one point, but then I figured
it's pretty close.
We need our main 3 for this.
Yeah, it was pretty close. I've seen teams start with their secondary lineup.
Actually last season, every game except one, we started with a sub in, and then we would put our main 3 in, and then we would basically sweep.
How'd you
a little bit of mind game.
Right. How'd you like that?
I thought it was fun. I like to get my subs involved when they're available.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Yeah, and then especially, you know, when you get as deep as semifinals and finals, it's a 7-game series, so you have a lot more room to play with as far as putting in subs. But something I noticed is just any substitution is good enough to throw your opponent off, even if someone coming in isn't necessarily better. They're just different.
It's just different play style.
So just a different look. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Thanks for coming on. Congrats on the win.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the cast.
Yeah, any more shout outs or any plugs from you, perhaps?
Check out twitch.tv/sleeper56.
Oh, here, I'll give him a shout out right now here.
Because whenever we play, it's usually on his channel.
Oh, okay. All right, there you go.
Also, check him out on YouTube.
Got the link. I don't have his YouTube link.
Yeah, YouTube's fine. They'll find it.
Twitch. All right. But yeah, good talking to you. Congrats. Good luck next week. Next week will be the opportunity to end perfect 6-0.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, good luck.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, peace.
Have a good one.
All right, James, doing it for the boys. A great team win for them. You heard him talking about it. You gave the game ball to Fast Strike, but it's Pimp, Chimpin, Capper boys. That is so hard to say. They look like the team to beat in their division. I don't think I've casted much from that division, but they looked good. Let's see who we can raid here. I already showed Alligator Saurus some love. All right, I got an idea. Got a grinder. I love showing support to the the low level streamers that do a good job and stay consistent. They grind, and that is this streamer Steve.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
What is she doing? I never know what she's doing back there.